they drug her through the mud.
They did.
About that Netflix shit.
Right. I'm gonna do one of those with a shot. I'm trying to get them messy. I'm probably
Okay.
no, this bitch. No, that child should have got that.
We're gonna play unpopular opinion. Basically, we have these colorful ass questions in this black ass box, right?
Unpopular opinion. The black community failed Monique.
Yeah.
Sure did.
They
Yeah.
did. They definitely did.
Wow. Because my girl was on the come up.
Right.
She was on the come up.
Monique was that
She
girl.
was very much losing
She's
weight,
still
still
that
looking
girl
good.
within the respected boundaries of the
Right.
community.
Right.
There will never be.
And they drug her through the mud.
They did.
About that Netflix shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it,
Wait, what are you talking about?
Remember,
because
They trying to play
said-
my bitch less.
so yeah. So what the story is
sorry.
now? The story is,
Is
now,
this who we are? Oh, God.
yeah, that's what it's from. But she basically she had some Netflix. I don't know if it was a show or a movie that she was gonna be in,
Yeah.
and
Comedy
she
special.
was getting paid less.
Wait.
She was
Versus
getting
the
paid
other-
like $500,000, which is a lot, but
It's not.
it's not
But
for
$3
what
million
she's
to
done
work.
in her career.
Okay.
And so there was white people and men, just in general. So she went out and was like saying boycott Netflix, and everyone said that she was doing the most.
Yeah.
$500,000. Like, she needs to be grateful for that. Like, but I feel like when you reach a certain magnitude, like she knows her worth.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like people really
People don't like it when black women know their worth.
Cause what's that unfunny Amy Schumer?
Schumer.
Like her, she was getting paid millions just to do a comedy special versus
I have
Monique.
never watched.
She's
I've
not funny.
never seen a movie
She's
where
not
she's
funny.
actually been funny.
She's not funny.
But they did the same thing with bigger girls because the girl, what's the girl's name?
Oh, she's
Like, she was in The
funny.
Heat.
But
She
she's
was
funny.
in.
She is.
She was
funny
in
as
like
hell.
Melissa
Melissa
McCarthy. Melissa
That-
McCarthy.
She's fucking
She's
hilarious.
fucking
hilarious.
She's fucking hilarious, and like because she's bigger, they did not pay her what she was worth.
Because
Because
they always
like
do
they
that.
made millions off of the
Yeah.
movie she was in, and that bitch was making like $200,000. That bitch was not, and it's just because like Hollywood says they're changing, but they're.
Yeah.
If you're not tall, skinny, and white, your chances of getting paid what you're worth are like slim to fucking none. You have to be really fucking good. And even Annalise Keating every once in a while is like, bitch, they're not paying me enough.
Yeah.
How do you think the media treat artists that know their worth, basically?
Women, when women do it, they're divas, they're doing the most, they're over the top, they're,
Nicki Minaj said it. I'm assertive.
yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, there's a line between being this direct person and being a bitch. And it's really fine when it comes down to women. But for men, it's usually like, okay, well.
So what do y'all feel about like when guys do it? Do you think guys have the same?
I feel like when guys do it, this also goes deeper into that
Demographic
because
into men.
then it's like you got these gay rappers that's like I don't know, their worth should be, or like gay artists that should be up there way more than they should. Like honestly, if you really think about it, Todrick Hall, he really should be like up there. He's up there, but he should really be up there. Because there's other artists that are males that's not giving it, but they getting paid so much.
But
And
why do you
then
think
like,
that is?
and it's because they're also straight, they get more respect, and yeah, they get more respect and everything. And it's just like, you know, people, I don't know, it's just, you know, they have that demographic. They're like, that's not going to be acceptable. The demographic's not going to like that, or United States is not going to be able to think it's okay.
What is the cost for knowing your worth?
So being known as a bitch or something.
You miss out on a lot of good opportunities because people don't want to pay. Like, not, I mean, obviously they're not good opportunities because, you know, if it wasn't meant for you, it wasn't meant for you. But like, if you know your worth, you're gonna, everything is not for you. Like, when you know what you're worth, you can't settle for less because, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
But
feel like there
sometimes
really is
I
a
feel
price
like
for
it is because like it's even gonna be like damn, like if we were to get famous, sometimes we might have a friend that's not like up there like that, but they're trying to do like, let's say our projects, and they can't pay us enough, but you're doing it because you really want to help them, and even then that shit might get big enough to be able to get y'all more money later on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It, like something like that.
But I
That's
feel
what I
like
feel.
That's
stuff
if you're
that
first
is
starting.
genuine. I don't even feel like stuff like that happens like in negative effects. Like I said, I feel like if I know my worth, I don't have nothing that's going to be like. There's no price to pay when I know my regret, because like if I know I'm not going to do that, then it's already below me. Like in a way, not to say like I'm above things, but to say like I know.
But I think it varies too.
I feel like it varies.
Like, if you are really like passionate about something or like you want to do this is something that like feeds your spirit, then like sure, I'll take a little bit less money, but I'm not gonna take less money because you're telling me to take less money. I'm gonna take less money because that's that's what
But then I
take.
don't even feel like that's like goes into worth value, because if you're willing to do the work, that's because that comes from a place from you rather than you knowing you're above that and you still do it. Then it's like, okay, bitch, well obviously you did this because this is because from you.
Unpopular opinion. At the age of 10, children should be able to change their gender.
It's actually crazy because people don't.
Very touchy.
But I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, and I really do genuinely feel if a child like wants to be able to like do something like that, because I'm gonna be a type of person, I want them to express themselves. It's just like you're a parent. Whatever your child does, you're supposed to be there in case they make a mistake, because you can always flip back, do this and that. Because childs are gonna change it. It's just like my niece, like she's in ballet, gymnastics, soccer, all this, and then she drops out of it. She can go to another thing, because she's like trying to help her pick what she needs to be, what she honestly like needs, and what she's gonna want to continue to do. Because by the end of it, she's gonna narrow it down and be like, okay, I want to continue ballet by the time I'm in like middle school or something, or I want to continue to stay in gymnastics and everything else is pushed out the way. So I'm kind of comparing. I know it's a little bit dropped from comparing it to that, but like I feel like I would let my child do that if they're very confident and know, and like especially if they're like intelligent, especially how you raise your child, because some children are really really smart and stuff like that. But I feel like I would just like let them do it. But you don't have to get a whole sex change, but you can dress them and make them feel. You know what I mean?
That's what
Because I don't think it's a sex change, but you can be like, you want to feel like that.
I was gonna say I wouldn't want it to be like a law,
physical change.
because I don't think like
law either.
I don't think kids know. Like when I was 10, I was like, oh, I want this, I want this.
Still
I didn't. Yeah,
questionable.
you don't know what
That's
you
why I
want.
said let them do things.
Yeah,
But
yes, a parent should let
It's
your
good to
kid
nurture.
express them. Yeah, a parent should let a kid express themselves, but don't, if a kid tells you, hey, I want to change my gender,
Yeah,
I say just wait it out and see.
Yeah, it's
don't
not,
say like no.
It's not
Yeah, don't
like
say no.
It's not like if they come to you, you're like, no, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
yeah.
but like
This is a big
also
step that
it's a
girls
that's
need to
that's a big thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like, oh, today I want to wear a pink shirt. Like changing your gender is a big
Forever.
thing, and I'm not saying
almost.
there's anything wrong with it,
Right.
but like
We need
express
to make
yourself
sure.
the way you want to, but like also like go read a book, like because like you just have to, like I don't know, I'm very conflicted because like part of me is like, yes, do what you want to do, live your life.
So what
but
if
then
they
also,
weren't? I
like,
mean, they weren't getting a sex change, but they was like, I feel like I wanted to be a girl and I want to express myself like that. But they was
That's
like, give me
okay.
all the clothes.
well,
and
because
stuff
I mean,
like
the
that.
same
That's
way,
okay.
straight people are like my mom. My mom's been going by Sabrina since she was 5. That's not her name. If you're like, Mom, I want you to call me whatever. Okay. If you want to be called T instead of Taron, you can make that decision at a young age. If you're like, it's just a name. Like when you really think about it. So if my son was like, call me Michaela. Alright, bitch.
Yeah.
Like when I get mad at you, I might be like, Jackson, get your ass down
no,
here.
that's
But
just
like,
that's just like it.
but like, it's like a nickname. It doesn't. A name doesn't hold as much weight as we think it does when you're that little, because you're still deciding who you are.
I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, to be honest, I feel like at the age of 10, that's pushing it. At the age of 10, I think it's, well, let me have a conversation to see why you're thinking like this. And then I'll get down to the root of the problem to see why you're like this. Because I think that if, as anybody in the LGBTQ plus community, it is just, it's like where you're trying to find out where you fit in. So to make a big decision like that is really a lot. Because me being a black gay man, it is sometimes you be like, well, yeah, female, she has these things, but just like keeping it on the real, being for real. If I was to get the surgery, I would still be a woman, but I would not be able to produce a child. And that's one reason why I would never transition, is because I'm not getting the full package worth. You get what I'm saying? So to make that decision at such a young age, I want to find out why the child is thinking like that, regardless if it's mine or if I'm, like a therapist or whatever. I want to find out what's the cause of this. And if you still want to do this, if this is really what you want to do, I say let's just wait a little longer. Let's see if this is still what you want in like a few more years. If that's what it is, okay, I understand. but 10 years old is a little bit too much.
10 is
10
a
I
little
feel like
is-
10 is just like
Still too
mentally
fast.
not developed.
Yeah, because
Well, I feel like
10 then what?
I feel like at 10, physically, like it is proven that the brain is just not developed. I feel
Right.
like at 10 years old, you don't even have a sexuality. I don't feel like anyone even identifies as straight. At 10 years old, no
Yeah.
shade, no tea,
Yeah.
like, and I'm sitting here as straight female, like,
because sexual orientation.
I feel like
Scoot up.
I feel like certain, I don't know, I just feel like it's underdevelopment. I feel like when you, say if my son were to come to me and say, oh, I have feelings of being a woman, or like I want to be dressed as a woman, blah, 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 then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to stimulate, I'm going to nurture. So yeah, I'm going to buy you nice shit, and yeah, I'm going to get your hair done like this and call you this. But then by the time you're 17, if you come to me saying that, like, oh, I don't think I want to fully transition, this is not something that I want to do, then it's like, okay, I feel like you've experienced the world. I feel like at 10, you're very, like, still nurtured. Like, yeah, okay, a 10-year-old boy could want to be a female because he sees that mommy's beautiful. 10-year-old boy doesn't know that when he goes outside dressed as a woman, the world's gonna treat him like this.
Exactly.
No, but at the same time, that's a problem. Not saying like it's bad, but that's a problem. People are scared of letting kids do that, and you need to be able to let that jump because people are trying to make it seem like it's
I
not
feel
normal.
like, literally, I feel like when you're a child, there is no real boy girl.
Well, I don't know because
this
like
for
when
that. Like, I don't feel like you're developed enough to be sitting there.
I don't think that's true because it's just like some of these. I can't speak for everybody, but like for me, even though I didn't know fully like what all I liked, I know and I'm so serious and I'm not joking about this. I know for a fact that I was gay. I'm so serious. Since I was younger, preschool, I promise you, I knew that I was gay and I liked boys.
Well, it's just because it's like.
And it's just like but it's just like what.
But even if you
You
sat
don't
there and you
know.
were gay, but say gay you when you were a boy, you learned the way you see the world outside of your home, outside of your comfort, and the way you see the term gay is like, okay, well, that's for girls. There are men out here that believe that gay men want to be females.
Right.
All gay men don't want to be
There are
females.
countries.
So
Right.
what if you came to me at the tender age of 10 and this was your view on gay, and you said, yes, I want to be a female, mom, like this and third. And I went
Yeah,
with
that's why
that, and
I think it
stayed
all comes
with
to
that,
conversation,
and
like you
Right.
talking.
but by the time you're 17, you notice, damn, I'm just gay. I don't want to be
Right,
a female.
exactly.
I'm gay.
Yeah, no, but that's what I said. It's like your child, even if you're straight, you're gonna go through changes of like how you gonna dress, how you want your hair to be,
Yeah,
all this other stuff.
That's the
And
same
it's
thing
like,
with me.
but that's what I'm saying. As a parent, you're supposed to
You're just supposed to
just
let
let it go. That's what I said. Of course, they might
But
change
there's
at
a
17, but it's
difference.
kind of like
There's a
it's
difference between
No, that's the
like
thing. I'm never
I
going
want
to scout it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm never going to
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
here and say no, but I'm not going to sit here and change you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say,
why I said
you're
wait it
not
out
right.
a little bit. Just wait it out a little bit. We'll wait it out together. It's
Right.
not like, I'm like, oh, hell no, you can't do that. It's just
Right.
like, let's wait a little bit.
Because
I
I
can see.
personally know
Right.
that this is a big change for you.
Yeah, of
for your
course, yeah, I know.
environment, for
I
everything
know
around
being
it. Plus,
trans is like a
also,
big
yes,
thing.
I am a scared parent, and I don't want my fucking neighbor attacking my fucking daughter
Yeah.
later
I
on
think,
in life.
But
I
I'm
think
like,
like
yes.
the pros and the cons of it is like the pros of like letting your kid do it or whatever at that age or whatever is that I mean it could be really what they want and they could go through middle school and high school being really happy and the cons of not letting them do it is they could like actually hate school, hate their friends, hate themselves, and like really not have a good experience in school because they're not who they really are. So I feel like it's really just circumstance. Like if the kid really knows and y'all talk about it, then because I feel like even if you knew like at 15, that's only 5-year different. Like if you knew at
Right.
10 and then at 15. Like you're still. I mean, you don't really mature that much. I
Right.
feel like you do, but like
It's like
You
it's
still
just
know.
5 years,
Yeah.
right?
I
Like,
just-
I feel like like a parent's gonna know if
Yeah.
like a kid
Yeah.
if a kid's like crying out like
It's
that,
not
they
that
wanna-
I don't think the kid is self-aware.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I don't think they know that they're gay or not.
but it is big.
It's the fact that I know because I'm your mother that you don't know the effects of the outside world.
Yeah, that's
towards
true.
you.
That's true.
But
So
there's
that's
your
the
life
part
will
where
change.
it's
like mom, I want to put on a dress, and mom, I want to be a girl. There's a difference.
right, exactly.
And so like
So you think transitioning and sex are
Connected.
okay, let me explain because I don't mean it in like a negative way. So like, that's like your like if who you are as like a male or a female. Is that not sexual identity or is that different?
Yeah.
Because that's your sexual identity. Like you are a male, you're a female.
Yeah.
Okay, walk with me.
Uh-huh.
So I think in my head they hold the same weight as like if your 10-year-old son, straight, gay, whatever, was like, I'm thinking about having sex. Now it's just like, now like you're just, I just think the age, you're too young in general. Like why is that? Like, cause if my 10-year-old brother was like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck a bitch, I'd be like, I'll punch you in the damn throat. Like you're not old enough to be thinking about that. That should not be, and that's just another conversation you have to have as a parent. What have you been around? What have you seen that's what you're thinking about at such a young age? I think.
We were talking about this other day, kind of, sort of, like the whole sex and sexuality thing. I personally just like have my own epiphany. I feel like where I've separated the two. I feel like they're two different things because sexuality can be the term gay, as in like someone's sex being a male. I don't know how, like, not saying like gay specifically because that was the topic that we're on, but like, say if me as a female, I sit here and I'm a lesbian, but my gender is, I identify as a cis female. So I don't know how to explain it really. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I feel like trans men that are gay.
Yeah.
And people like
Yeah.
But that's
really
two different things. Your gender and your sexuality are different.
Yeah.
No.
And I think what Jmonet was saying, I promise I won't say anything after this, but what Jmonet was saying is that
Sex in general.
When you were saying that your 10-year-old brother saying he wants to have sex, that is more about sexual orientation, because that's like, that would be the same thing as your 10-year-old brother. Like that whole like I want to have sex is so much different from I want to be a girl.
Yeah.
Like, I think the I want to have sex one and I want to be a girl what separates the gay and transgender community, because transgenders, they genuinely believe that they are in the wrong physical body.
Okay.
You know, and sexual orientation.
I was gonna say.
And sexual orientation, how I like to think about it, is just whether you like pepperonis on your pizza or Italian or like a sausage. Like legit, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then some days you may want this, but at the end of the day, the decision of whether you're a pizza or a taco is not, you know.
Okay.
But even when you're like
which is why it was like, sorry, which is why it's like when you were 10, you don't know whether or not you are just gay or if you literally physically want to be a female.
But I feel like even with me, like knowing like when you're younger that you are gay, I didn't associate it with like sex. I just associate it with, I knew I found boys more just, I guess it wasn't like cute, like I just felt something different when I was around them than when I was with girls. It wasn't anything sexual.
It was because like I know when I was a kid, like marriage and sex, I didn't even like put the two together. So I was like, oh, I want to have a husband. But like, is that kind of what it is like for you as a gay male? You're just like, oh yeah, when I'm gonna get married, you just envisioned it with a husband. Is that just
no? I never envisioned that.
It's more of a feeling that you get. Like, you know, it'd be weird. You'd be like, I feel, and it's not even like sexually. It's just like you're like, I just feel. Yes, the right feeling is more. You feel more connected with a boy on like. It's a level like you, especially because you're young. You don't know what the fuck it is.
Exactly.
But you'll be like, what the hell is this? But when I'm with a girl, like it's nothing bad. But it's like, what's up, shawty? Like it's just normal. It's very much normal. But this guy, you like, it's a nigga body looking a little different.
But is that not sexual? Is that not sexual?
That wasn't for me. I wasn't. It just like it was just a it's just
but
a
like
feeling.
the feeling,
I feel like that's where it comes into like being demisexual personally, and I feel like that's why when I was younger I used to think I was kind of demisexual because I could be wrong because I get pan and demi mixed up, but basically I believe demisexual is when you are emotionally attached to a being before you are like
that's
pan. Okay, so
wait, you're emotionally attached to.
Like basically, like you meet someone and that emotional connection is what drives the like sexual attraction. It's not really.
It's not about fucking. It's about like your mind. You mind fucking me.
Right.
Your mind fucking.
But then I noticed that I wasn't because females are also attractive, but I still categorize myself as straight. But I feel like I would have sex with females.
You would have a threesome with
exactly, but it's like I wouldn't have a physical. I don't feel me having a physical, emotional tie to a female.
I think that's me with like, I mean, even sometimes it could be for everybody, but like gay is like, it's like, I know for a fact I'm fully gay, but a girl's boobs are the only thing that's honestly, if it were to turn me on or I thought was like actually look pretty, would be the only thing. That's like the only thing.
I can't do no female. I am just full blown.
It's so beautiful to hear everyone explain themselves because it's so fun. It just shows like the demographic
And that's why I said
looking for
it is on a
everyone.
spectrum.
No, 100%.
And
It's
people don't
literally
understand
like,
that.
I think there's a spectrum, and then it's like, I think some people are straight, and then I think some people are gay, but like, that percentage is like 1%, the other 98% is somewhere on this
But
spectrum.
I also feel like, I'm kind of going back to like how we said like, you know your 10-year-old and stuff like that. Also, I feel like even though it's scary right now and tough times are changing, it's
Tough
like,
times are changing.
it needs to start being more taught, even if they don't know what it is, so kids can know and just like understand it. Because just like us, I was taught straight people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Straight people supposed to do this and that, and boy and girl. But she was like, what the fuck? Like that's not click on me. Even I was like, but I don't want that. Like, what's
Like,
telling
that's
me?
not
Yeah,
what that-
that's not.